Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was the most cunning of all the wild animals that the Lord God had made. He asked the woman, "Did God really say, 'You shall not eat from any of the trees in the garden'?" 2. The woman answered the serpent, "We may eat of the fruit of the trees in the garden." 3. It is only about the fruit of the tree in the middle of the garden that God said, "You shall not eat it, or even touch it, lest you die." 4. But the serpent said to the woman, "You certainly will not die." 5. No, God knows well that the moment you eat of it your eyes will be opened, and you will be like gods who know what is good and what is evil. 6. The woman saw that the tree was good for food, pleasing to the eyes, and desirable for wisdom. She took some of its fruit and ate it, and she also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it. 7. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they realized that they were naked, so they sewed fig leaves together, and made loincloths for themselves. 8. When they heard the sound of the Lord God moving about in the garden at the breezy time of the day, the man and his wife hid themselves from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. 9. But the Lord God called to the man and asked him, "Where are you?" 10. He answered, "I heard you moving about in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." 11. God asked, "Who told you that you were naked? Did you eat from the tree about which I commanded you not to eat?" 12. The man replied, "The woman whom you gave to be with me, she handed me fruit from the tree, and I ate." 13. The Lord God then asked the woman, "What is this you have done?" The woman answered, "The serpent tricked me, and so I ate." 14. Then the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, you shall be cursed above all cattle, and above every wild animal. On your belly you shall crawl, and dust you shall eat, all the days of your life. 15. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. They will strike at your head, while you strike at their heel." 16. To the woman he said, "I will make your pains in childbearing very severe. In pain you shall bring forth children. Yet your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you." 17. And to the man he said, "Because you listened to your wife, and ate from the tree about which I commanded you, you shall not eat of it. Cursed is the ground because of you. In toil you shall eat its yield, all the days of your life. 18. Thorns and thistles it shall bear for you, and you shall eat the plants of the field. 19. By the sweat of your brow you shall eat bread, until you return to the ground. For from it you are taken. For dust you are, and to dust you shall return." 20. The man named his wife Eve, because she became the mother of all the living. 21. The Lord God made garments of skin for the man and his wife, and clothed them. 22. Then the Lord God said, "See, the man has become like one of us, knowing what is good and what is evil. Now, what if he also reaches out his hand to take fruit from the tree of life, and eats of it, and lives forever?" 23. The Lord God therefore expelled him from the Garden of Eden, to till the ground from which he had been taken. 24. He drove out the man, and stationed east of the Garden of Eden the cherubim, and the fiery ever-turning sword to guard the way to the tree of life.